Alright, so let's try to recreate the scene right from V-Ray. So right in this video, let's try to recreate the Revit architecture native scene right from Revit architecture to V-Ray. So the first thing is let's get into some of the settings here. First preference, you can pick any of your render engine. Right now I'll be picking my RTX card here. If you don't have RTX, if you have pretty decent graphics card with more than 1000 CUDA cores, just like more than 1650 Ti, that is having maybe 896 CUDA cores. Anyways, if you're having pretty strong graphics card, maybe not 2 GB, if you're having maybe greater than 4 GB, you can make use of CUDA. If you're having RTX, maybe RTX 20 series, 30 series, and maybe some Titan RTX series, you're picking up this option here. For GI, if you're having a light cache as a secondary engine, that will make use of the CPU, as the CPU is only able to solve the light cache algorithm. So I don't want to make use of CPU. If you put it right into brute force, the secondary engine calculation will be done by your graphics card. There's nothing more that you could like to change. Just keep all the settings as it is, and like to turn on the denoiser. That will be just like an AI denoiser, and maybe some sort of an aerial perspective here. Well, that's all the settings that you would like to change right here. I like to turn on the artificial light, and rather than making use of the sun, as the building is facing the south, the sunlight doesn't interfere with any of this component. Alright. Then I like to pick up a dome light and make use of some HDRIs. I think it's somewhere right here. Okay, then let's try to change the materials. Okay, get into the asset editor. Maybe I like to use this one for ceiling, and right, get into the appearance manager. And for ceiling, I like to pick up the native 250, and I think the size will be just like 250. Alright, then let's go for floor. Maybe for floor, I like to... There is no much vast amount of selection set here. That will be just like laminate section. I just like to pin this both on top. Okay, for floor, I like to pick up the laminate section. That's size is 120. 120. Okay, that's great. Now where's the other thing? Oh yeah, man. Okay, now let's go for some frosted glass here. So getting the glass, and I like to pick up a frosted glass. Yep, and frosted glass here. And for wall, I like to maybe pick up the wall paint material. You're essentially replacing all of those materials here. Maybe for Studco 50 centimeter, for wall I like to pick up the Studco, and the size is 50 centimeter. Link it. Okay, that's great. I think, well, that's all clear, and let's go for some other options here. Maybe I like to change the material for these things. I have got no idea what and all are these materials. Get into edit type. For shade, I don't want to have the frosted material. Rather, I like to go for maybe some surface scattering material. Okay. And for the door there, for a door, I like to use frost is there, then door frame is there. Yeah, it can be just like door frame, and again And for material of the door, this could be like the door. Okay, I'm using this doublet simple just only to push this material right on top of this list. Okay, alright. Yeah, you can see those materials are right in the top of this list. Why? Because we are putting an edge symbol there. So first let's take care of some of the door material there. I think I can find some of the door materials here. Okay, this will be like laminate A01. So that's like laminate A101. Yeah, this one, and the size is 120. Link it and change the size right into 120. You're essentially replacing all of these materials. And in laminate C, I'd like to maybe edit some of this property there. Anyways, I don't want to edit it. Laminate C101. Okay, that goes in laminate C101, and the size is again 120. Okay, that's great. And now let's go forward to some of the subsurface scattering. Get into plastic, scroll down a bit, and you'll see maybe some subsurface scattering material here. And you know, I don't want to, I like to change the color. I don't want it to be red. It can be a little bit of orange, as this one enveloped the light. And alright, I think that might look better. And this one is the odd option. This is plastic subsurface in orange. Alright, okay. Now let me actually try to edit the light family. I just want to see what type of light is there. And you can see that light is just inside of there. Yeah, light goes. As you can see that the light is far beneath that of the holder. So maybe you like to get into the elevation and maybe push it up a bit. And it'll ask you to remote constrain, no problem. And I also like to change the light type into a uniformly distributed one. And then I like to load this into the project. Alright, that's far enough, and let's try to render the scene. Maybe I could make use of the camera 3D view 1, which is this camera right here. And let's go for render interactive. I'd like to see what's going to happen. Well, this looks like the first scene of render, and let's try to change a couple of parameters here. Well, the first parameter is there's only very few light here, so maybe I like to change up the exposure. I haven't got no idea, so let me pick it up by Revit itself. Let's trying to change. Right, I think that looks okay. Let's have a couple of changes here. So first, I'd like to change the ground material. I didn't like that. Maybe let's go for some reflective concrete, and the size is 2 meters. And right in appearance manager, I would like to change the floor. That is. Currently you can end this video right now. I'm not elaborating anything. Well, I made a couple of changes here, and alright, now let me try the let me try to stop the interactive render, and let's see what happened there. I'm gonna stop the interactive render. Change up the quality to very high, and resolution to maybe the ST scene will be far enough. And one more thing, I would like to add a chrome material right in here. So get into asset editor and get into any metal, and maybe a chrome polished material. Why? Because I want to change the door handle. Okay, let's see the material for door handle. Door handle is right there, and appearance manager, search for handle. Yep, this one goes for where's the chrome polished, and maybe I like to move camera right a bit, push it down, and I think that's enough. And let me try to render the scene. Right now, let's go for the actual production render. I know that I have disabled the brute force. That's the only reason why that render looks so realistic right now. You can see that it's only past 184 or 6% of the total render scene. That looks so realistic and cool. Well, anyways, now let's go for a little bit of color correction and lens effect.